All right, let's dive into Lights Out by Navessa Allen. First off, this is not my usual genre. If you've been watching any of my videos, you know I'm a swords and sorcery type in the trenches guy, not running wild with chaotic, kinky, hilarious disaster humans, right? But my wife recommended the book, and after how much I thoroughly enjoyed Butcher and Blackbird, I was like, you know what? Let's give it a go. She already has the audiobook. Let's just give it a listen. So I did not read the physical copy of this book. I did listen to it on audio, and the dual narration was absolutely fantastic. The banter was great and witty. The humor had deadly accurate timing. The inner monologues were fantastic, and I'm going to be honest here, Josh was by and far the best part of this book. His inner monologue specifically had me laughing so hard so many times that I had to pause the book and jump back 30 seconds to figure out where I was because I had been laughing too hard to really understand what was going on. This is one of those stories that I feel like the author probably had just as much fun writing this book as we do listening to it and or reading it. But behind all the humor, behind all the smut, which this book is spicy, so if that's not what you came for, no pun intended, this book probably isn't for you. But behind all of that, there is real emotional weight to this story. It does deal with fear. It does deal with trauma, mental health, violence. And it wraps all that weight into the story and makes the characters just feel a lot more real. Makes it a much more in-depth story than what it would be without that, I think. To me, Josh absolutely steals the show. He is chaotic, broken, hilarious, brilliant, sometimes all at once. And again, his inner monologue, I cannot stress enough how absolutely hilarious that guy is. So my final thoughts, Lights Out did completely blindside me in the best way. I did not think that I would enjoy it as much as I did. It is funny, raw, chaotic. There's a scene at the end, and I'm not going to give anything away, involving a chase through the woods that had a moment of just absolute hilariousness at the end, especially. That's going to stick with me for a while. But this is 100% the spiciest book I've read and or listened to, which, from what I understand for that side of book talk, I'm still hanging out in pretty tame waters. End of the day, I'm going to be completely honest. I'm giving this book a 7.5 out of 10. It was that entertaining to listen to. Highly recommend. If you like clever dialogue, emotional gut punches, and audiobook performances that feel like a full-on production show, this is for you. If you guys have read it, let me know what you think. If not, give it a listen.